In this session, we are going to learn the coding for the simple calculator problem. Okay, here we last class we stop here. Okay, now this is your control array. I am going to type the remaining digit. Okay, I can see here command 9. So here I can start from 4, 5, 6. This is your, I can type here what is the name, digit 7. So 7, delete this one, 8, type here 9. So all 9 digit completed. Okay, this frame is there. Click on frame and delete. We don't want this thing. Okay, so the starting where I am executing, you can see I am executing and you see all the buttons are enabled. I want to disable first which button, equal button. So how to do that? For that we have to type the coding. First I'll go to the this one. How to go to coding section? You can do for coding, view code. Go here and you require the form load event. Just double click on the form. So I got form load event, and here you can type what is the name here. Equal button name is what? I'm clicking equals. Name is what? Equals. So what I will do here, I will type here. Most of the code I will do copy paste. Equal dot equals dot enabled equal to what I will do false. Now I'm executing. See, my equal button got what? It got disable. Okay, I can write the code for the clear button also, but let me write the code for the first of all which button, this control array button. You can see here the magic is all thing is about your caption. All the buttons are having caption. On the caption, all the digit button, you can see all the caption are there. We require this caption. We need to concatenate this caption. Here also you can see into division plus minus. So here this number we need to concatenate. So let's understand the code for the number button. Okay, now we have to do go for the calculator. Here just click on any button, any numeric button 0 to 9. I'm double clicking on suppose 2. So what will happen, you can see. So because already name is what, digit, so digit underscore click index as a integer. This event procedure will come. In this procedure you have to type the which one, no, for concatenation of a number. How to do concatenation? Look at here, this is your label name is what, lbl display. And here how you change, see, if I'm none, it's changing. If I'm changing to fixed border style, I'm changing to fixed single, so it is changing. So this is your display only, the name is what, lbl display. Okay, so I will go to the any button, event button. Okay, here this button, here you have to do lbl display. You have to type dot caption. Okay, beginning what, lbl display is blank. Beginning it is blank, that no value is there. So what I will do, lbl display, whatever there is lbl display dot caption plus means it will concatenate. So it will concatenate with the number or not. So number means how to go to the caption of each button. You have to type the name of the button. The name of the button is digits, and here you have to pass the what, index. Okay, index is 1, index is 2, index is 3, index is 4 dot caption. Okay, so let's see this one, label display dot caption equal to lbl display dot caption plus digit index dot caption. This is for concatenating the number. Let's do now. Let's do here. I'm executing now. You can see, suppose I'm pressing 7. Okay, 8, 9. Okay, you can see 7 7 8 9 9. So it got concatenated with each other. Okay, let's see 4 5 6. So this is your one number. Okay, so we understood the code for which one, for the button. So only one code is there. Okay, so what is that? LBL display dot caption, LBL dot caption equal to LBL display dot caption plus digit index. Okay, suppose 7. Okay, first it was blank, blank plus 7. So what is the index of 7? Digit 7. So index, this caption is comes here. Again 8. 8 got concatenated with 7. 9. 9 get concatenated with 78. Now what is your label now? Your label is 789. If I will click on 3, 3 will get concatenated with the LBL display dot caption. You can see? Okay. Apart from this, some more codes are there. I can do directly copy paste those codes. Okay, that is for your button only. So what is that? This part. Copy, go to the button. Here I am pasting. Okay, this one. And I have to declare the global variable as I told you earlier. Global variable, this one. So here what you have to do? Here you can go for double click on form, go to the top section, that is called a global declaration section. I have OPER1, operand 1 as double, operand 2 as double, and one more variable for a result, because suppose if you have to do addition, means result will be your operand 1 plus operand 2. For multiplication means result equal to operand 1 into operand 2, like that you have to do. Okay, look at here. Now we have to go next, we have to go for, okay, and we have to go for which one now? Equal button. Okay, first next we have to go for, sorry, operator. So just click on any operator. Suppose I'm clicking on plus. You can see what is the name? Plus. What is the name? Multiply. What is the name? Division. What is the name? Minus. So double clicking, I'm double clicking on plus button. So see, plus event processor came, minus button, minus event processor came, into button, division event came. Okay, and next I'll go click on division button. You can see, so 4 function came, only one code will be there. And what is that one code? Okay, so that code will be your, okay, suppose you know operand 1. What is the variable? Variable is your OPER1 dot caption equal to, what is the value, what you type in the label display dot caption, that you have to convert it into numeric form. So here I am typing label display. Okay, label display. So label display dot, this is a LBL, name is what? Display. LBL label display dot the caption. Okay, so after that what you have to do, and here you have to specify. So this is operand 1, you have specified here operand 1. Okay, so operand 1 is your variable. So operand 1 equal to your value of your display. Whatever there in display, that number will be converted in number, stored in operand 1. Next is your operator. Operator, because plus no, so operator will be your what? Plus you have to type here. Okay, and next what you have to do here? Here After that you have to clear the label. You have to clear the label. Okay, the dot caption, what you will do, caption equal to blank. I will make it blank. So whatever is there, I am storing in operand 1. After that, operator will be your, suppose now plus. I'll clear the label display button as blank. After that, I will enable the which button, equal button, equals button dot enable, enable equal to what I will do, true. This much my code for my plus. Even for other buttons, plus, into, division, minus, what you have to do, just do copy paste. Here also I'm doing copy paste. Here also after that minus over, multiply over, then division. Here also I'm doing what, copy paste. After that only you have to change here what is the operator here. Here the division operator. Here what is the operator you are going to change. Here operator is what is that, minus. Okay, here what is the operator, plus. This is the operator will be into. Into means star you have to give. Okay, now I want to execute how much it got finished. Let's see. Okay, now this is my, if I'm see, if I press 7, then I press 8. So which event processor is called? Your digit click event processor got called, and what it will do? It will do concatenation of each number. Now the label is what, 7, 8, 9. If I am pressing 5, 5 get concatenated. After, if I will press any button, so what will happen? Your operand 1 will be your display. Operand 1 will be your what? Operand 1 will be whatever there in display. 7, 8, 9, 5 will your operand 1, and operator which one you selected. Suppose I selected the operator minus. So after, when I click minus, you can see what happened. Operand 1 got stored. First whatever there in display, it got stored in operand 1. Operator selected as what, minus, and here label dot caption, what happened? Here got clear, it got blank, and this you can see this one, equals dot enable equal to true. Got it? Okay. So next, after clicking, after pressing the operator button, next we have to enter again one more number, 1, 4, 5. Then it will do the subtraction. Then we have to press on, after pressing this number, I have to press what, I have to press the equal button. So this is my second number. This second number has to be stored in operand 2, which is where I will store in the equal button. In equal button, I will write the code for operand 2, where I will store this second number. Okay. So now see, we will go for the coding for the equal button. So just go for the coding for the equal button. Double click on equal button. Okay. So here what code? Where is the equal button? You can see top it came, equal button. So here what you have to do? Okay, here your operand op. What is the name here? Operand 2. This is your operand 2 will be your, again you are taking whatever there in caption. Caption is lbl display dot caption, whatever there. After pressing the operator, you will type again on the digit. After you will get one number, you have to store in operand 2. Okay, that after that what I will do, and this time I will say if operator, if operator equal to plus, operator equal to plus, then I have, what is my output variable? Output variable is my result. My result equal to what I will type? My result equal, I will do one function call. The function name is called my sum. The sum function I will call, I will pass the value of operand OPER. Okay, operand 1 comma OPER 2. See, I have written in small letter O, it will automatically change to capital O. You can see, because already I have declared. So this is your function call. You can see this one is your function call to the function procedure, which will do the addition of two number, operand 1 and operand 2. It will add and it will return the value, and the value has to be stored in the which variable? Result variable. Okay, so and if. So we have not coded for some functions till now. After the same thing you can do here copy paste, because this is for plus operator you did. Now if it is for which operator? If it is for operator, if the operator is what? Minus. If the operator is minus, so you have to call which function? Because you have to design the calculator, and which will do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division using functions. So here we are using the function sum, difference, product, division functions. Okay, so to do all these operations, so here I will use the function name as difference. Okay, okay, like that I will do again copy paste, one more time copy paste. So here what is the operator? This time the operator will be your multiplication. Okay, multiplication, and here the operator will be a division. And here what is the function? Suppose I given the function name is as a product. Okay, here the function is I have taken is as what? I have taken is as a division. Okay, the function is called division. Okay, so after this what you have to do? After this you have to, you got your result. After this function will return the result, and you have to display the result on the web. You have to display the result on the caption of the LVL display. Your display screen is there now. The result you have to print it there. So what I will type equal to what? Result. It got changed. Now I have taken one button that is called a clear display, which is I have declared it as boolean. It will help me for clearing the LBL display. It will helpful. So I will set it as a true, and my equal button is I want to now disable. Okay, after addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, I will make sure I will make my equal button as equals dot enable equal to false. I will make the equal button what? False. Okay, see these functions are not there. So let's execute up to here. Okay, so it is your 7, 8, 9. This is your what happened. Then I will press one operator. Immediately what will happen? It will get clear. Okay, so if I'm pressing this one, so which is got activated, this one got clear, and the what are the value there in LVL display, it got stored in operand 1. And here the operator, this one got enable, this one got equal button got enable. Okay, after this operator got click, any operator got click, it got enable. After that if you are pressing any number, okay, after that you have to press, then you have to press what? Equal button. When you will press equal button, this value has to be stored in operand 2. The code is like that I have written. If I will click now, it will show me error, because I've still not coded for some difference, product, division. This function I have not still coded. Okay, so for that what I have to do? I have to code those functions. So how to code those functions? You can declare after here only. Okay, so you have to add. Okay, what is the function? You can write one function. After that you can copy the function. So I'm typing private function procedure, which is a general procedure. Function name is what? Sum. I'm taking here formal argument x as a double comma y as a double. Okay, I'll close the sum function. Okay, so here what is the mistake was there? Private. So here I have to give comma y as integer double. Okay, private. If function spelling got wrong. Function. Okay, after that how to close the function? And function. In this case, what is the function name? Function name is called sum. Function name is called sum. So I will write the function name only. This is not variable, this is sum function, and here I will write the expression x plus y. So x plus, so operand 1 value store in x, operand 2 value store in y, and it will do addition, and it will return, this function will return single value. So function name equal to expression. This is not variable, this is your function name. Okay. Okay, after this function only you can copy paste 3 times. Okay, I'm pasting, and here I'm changing the name is as a, what is the name? Diff. And here what is that? Here I have to type here what? Minus, and here what I should give here? I should type the function name. What is the function name? Diff. Okay, next again I will do copy paste. Okay, what is the function name? Product. Okay, next here what I will type here? Here what is the function name? Product. Okay, next again copy paste. What is the third function? Fourth function is a division. And here what I will change, and here I should change to what is your multiplication, and here I should change it to your division, and this is your what? This is your difference. Sorry, this is your what is the function name? Division. There should be function name. This is not the variable. Okay, over. Now see, we will see execute. We will try to execute. Okay, 78. Okay, this is your operand 1. Okay, operand 1. When it will store in operand 1 variable, when I will click any of the operator. Suppose I am clicking on plus operator, so it got stored. After that I will press again the second number. So second number, suppose pressing 1, 11, 2. Okay, this number got stored when it will in operand 2, when I will click on equal button. See, if I'm clicking on equal button, what happened? Your operand 2, okay, your operand 2 will store this 190. Okay, after that, it will make, if the operator is what? Plus. If the operator is plus, it will call the sum function. If the operator is into, means it will call the multiplication, what is that? Product function. If the operator is minus, means it will call difference function. If the operator is division, means it will call division function. Okay, so see this is your equal code. You can see this is a what is there after clicking the button, you will store in operand 2. So this has to be, the operator is plus, minus, into division, so it is working. So in this case you have to add some more code for exception handling. You remember one thing, if the error will come, it should handle, and it should display some messages. For that, if you are doing any project also, it will helpful. And that exception handling code is, you have to type, if you are getting an error, so on error, if you are getting error, go to, and here I am typing show, go to show, because this is user defined. I am typing is as a show, and where I should give this show, suppose after this equal dot enable, after this equal dot enable, I will give here what? So then I will give here, then I'll give here column. I will give here colon, because this is it will handle my exception. And remember one thing, before after equal dot enable, just type here exit sub. You are going to exiting the sub, means your program control will come out of the subroutine procedure. Okay, if you want to handle the error, you have to, if you are getting any error, directly it will go to this point. Okay, here you can type okay, this one I can copy paste from the calculator problem. Okay, here I will go for equal, and this is the code is there. Okay, here I am pasting. Okay, here error, I have not given error message, I have just given. So if I want, I can change my name to as a show error. So err, so error, and there also I can change my name to so err. This is user defined. Okay, so now what you have to do, you can see message about the operation resulted in error, percent operator concurrently error dot description. This is the message box. After that, your label will be displayed with the error. Label dot caption equal to label display equal to error, and your clear display will be your true. Okay, so this clear display is used for, again go to the digit button. I can go to the digit button. You can see I can go to the digit button. Okay, here if the clear display is true, okay, what will happen? Your label display dot caption equal to null. Again you set the key clear display equal to what? False. Okay, now again I am executing this one. 77 4, okay, divided by 3 equal to clear. So clear button is not working. So let's do the clear button. So just go for the clear button, double click on it. Okay, so clear button will come. Here what you have to do, just you type your LBL display equal dot caption equal to what? Null. So it will work. So it's clearing. 14 divided by 2 equal to 7 is coming. But I want, I'm clearing, I want the result in, if I'm 12 divided by 5, the answer should come in what? Decimal point it is coming. Okay, the decimal point is coming, but if I want to press one more decimal point, okay, so it should not take. So we have to code for, because if I want to type 2.6, so 2.6, so it is not coming. So if I'm dividing 80, clear, 89 divided by 6, answer is coming. But if I want 25.63, is not coming, because point, decimal point we have not coded. So let's do the coding for that. Okay, so here I can show you something that we have to use the function that is called as instr. If the instr, if I given hello hello, and I want to find here u, should I get u here? I will get u here. No, so it will return me what? 0. Okay, getting or not? So here the problem is we have to find the decimal point. If it is getting the decimal point, it will return the decimal point value. If it is there, means it will return any value. That value is called as non-zero value. So we have to code it for which one? Decimal point dot button. So I will do copy paste. So I can go for dot button. So you can see for dot button this much code is there. So here I'm going, clicking, right click, paste. Okay, look at here, same code here. If the clear display is true, again what you have to do, label display dot caption equal to null and clear display equal to false. And if this code is only meant for clearing the display. Okay, after that, if instr function, it will try to check lbl display dot caption is any decimal point is there, or if already decimal point is there, means 25.26 is there, we don't want again pointer. So if you don't want, in that case you can exit the procedure, you can exit this button procedure, because you don't want again one more time one dot button. Since we will try to match, if it is there it will return one non-zero value, non-zero value means true, you have to exit. Otherwise this decimal point is not there, means it will go to the else part, lbl display dot caption equal to lbl display plus a concatenation operator, you're concatenating what, dot. That means this is the code if for concatenation dot. So now I'm executing 78.63 coming or not. Okay, so again suppose I want to press one more time decimal point, that that which one button, dot button is executing, but it is immediately exiting the sub. Why? Because already decimal point is there, I cannot give one more decimal point here. Okay, so you can do divided by 69 equal to, so this is all about the coding of your simple calculator problem. I hope all of you understood. Okay, thank you for watching it.